All right, and those are your Castle Rock and Rollers greatest hits. All right, now at this point, we're going to ask everyone to please rise and remove your headgear. We're going to do it a little different this time. Since we don't have anybody to sing it for us, we're going to ask everybody in the stands to sing it with us. Get the music queued up here. That is not our national anthem, though I will take petitions to change it. All right, here we go. Jams. On each jam, you're going to have 5 skaters from each team. There's going to be 4 from each team up in front. Those are your pack. With the stars on their helmets, those are your jammers. Your jammers are the point scorers. Now what happens is whistle is blown, and everybody gets to go all at the same time. The first jammer to make her way through the pack is going to be designated as the lead jammer. Now from here on out, every subsequent pass, for every opposing blocker they pass, they get 1 point, making a maximum of up to 5 points per pass. Now they get points when they do without passing without picking up penalties. Penalties include things like cutting the track, back blocking, low blocking, use of forearms, elbows, high blocking, and a whole bunch of other things that fit into various different categories that we will go over as they happen. At any given time, the lead jammer can decide to call off the jam by repeatedly touching her hands to her hips. And that, in a nutshell, is roller derby. I said, I'll go over everything as it happens with the goalies and the skating contest. We're going to go and get everything reset. We're going to start off this first game here. All right, thank you everybody home for tuning in to ColoradoSports.TV. My name is your host. And she's going to be jamming against. A little bit of a hard time making her way through the pack. Takes a big hit off of Omega, forcing her out of bounds. There to help hold her out. And Happy Valley dropping back, forcing her back. Her way through, picks up a 5-point grand slam. And pack moving fairly slowly here, still looking for a way through. Both teams putting up some solid balls here. Trying to get through the make it. Stoley roller through the She's going to pick up another 4 points and call off the jam. 0. Start as we wait for the whistle to blow. Castle Rock currently with the back line. Happy Valley out in front. 5-on-5 on the track. And we are underway. DJ. Okay. Again, scrum start, Castle Rock in the back, Happy Valley out in front. And a little early jammer on jammer action, Penny the Nicky trying to knock Frantic out of bounds. Penny the Nicky feeling the pressure as she tries to take that inside line, Castle Rock not letting her through. And Penny the Nicky forced inside, has to recycle back behind the pack. And Penny the Nicky at the inside line, lead jammer, Happy Valley. Omega doing a good job forcing Frantic out of bounds. Omega drops back. Frantic has to come in good 15 feet behind the pack to avoid any penalties. Overlord putting some big hits on. Penny the Nicky gets through, picks up 5. And there's our first penalty of the evening, a cutting the track penalty on Frantic. Skater gets a penalty, they get it in the box for 30 seconds per infraction. And since Frantic was a jammer, Castle Rock is going to start this next jam 1 jammer shorter, what we like to call a power jam. And it's going to be hypnotherapy jammer for Happy Valley on this power jam start. Look at this Splat trying to hold. Tushi Mama right there to try and hold Happy Valley's jammer back. But she does get through, and that's going to be lead jammer. All right, Happy Valley currently working the passive offense, just holding the pack steady, making it easier for the jammer to catch up. Good pressure trying to chase her out, has to let it go, and that's going to be 5 points for Happy Valley. Castle Rock still not on the board yet at this point. Frantic coming back into play. Power jam about to be over. And Castle Rock with a solid 4-wall up at the front of the pack. Doing everything they can to hold therapy back, but she gets through, picks up another 5. Frantic trying to make her way. Frantic looking for an opening, gets forced into the infield. A steep Folio with the hit. Both teams really doing some good defensive walls here. About a 2 and 3 walls being formed. Frantic trying to contend with a Happy Valley 4-wall. And hypnotherapy through for another 5 points. Happy Valley up in the front of the pack, holding it slow. Hypnotherapy makes her way up and around, quick whip. And she's through, that's gonna be good for 5 more. Frantic trying to get around this 4-wall of Happy Valley. Castle Rock currently in back, trying to engage hypnotherapy to try and keep her from getting through. And both jammers having solid 4-walls to contend with. Frantic breaks through the pack. Both jammers now out in front. Another 4 points for hypnotherapy. She's gonna go and decide that's enough and call off the jam. Millie Megahertz on the line for Happy Valley. Jamming against Stoli Roller for the Rock and Rollers. Again, 5-on-5 on the track. Castle Rock in back. Happy Valley up in front. Another scrum start. And just like that, Millie Megahertz is through. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. Happy Valley really doing a great job effectively getting their jammers through, putting lots of points on the board. Stoli Roller makes her way through the pack on scoring runs. Millie Megahertz getting into the middle of the pack, trying to get past Debt Collector and Frank Slipknot. Gonna go and call off the jam there, picking up 3. All right, I'd like to thank our friends at Touch of Element Spa for all your massage and healthy body needs. Go over to 323 Metzler Drive. And one of our skaters recommends Kimberly. Apparently Kimberly is extra fantastic over there at Touch of Elements. Next up on the line, we've got Pain in the Nicky jamming against Sweetie Ramon. And it's Pain in the Nicky out in front fast, lead jammer. And those who are watching at home, Happy Valley in pink, Castle Rock in purple. Sweetie trying to... And Sweetie Ramon gets through the pack. And it's going to be Gambit going to the penalty box for a cutting penalty. That's going to give Castle Rock a 4-on-3 blocking advantage. And picking up 4, Happy Valley going to call off the jam. Just under 22 minutes left to play in the first half. Happy Valley currently on top, 54-0. Castle Rock really needing to change something up, start getting jammers through, put some points on the board. Up next on the line for Castle Rock, we got Her Pressure going up against Hypnotic Therapy for Happy Valley. And both jammers trying to force their way through here early on. Both teams doing a good job holding jammers back. Her Pressure knocked to the outside, but Hypnotic Therapy comes up the middle, lead jammer. And a couple of big hits coming out of turn 2. Making the 5-point grand slam. And hop, skip, and jump. Nice little slide there. Peer Pressure makes her way out in front. Overlord with a couple of big hits there, forcing the call off. And another 4 on the board for Happy Valley. All right, next up on the line, we've got O Negative for Happy Valley, jamming against Stoli Roller. Underway. O Negative finds her way. O Negative out in front. Lead jammer. Shot right middle hole in that wall. Billy Trent found a 3-wall turned into a 4-wall. Liggins Black coming up trying to open up a hole for Stoli to get through. And Millie Megahertz through, picking up 5. Stoli shoots around the outside, coming around turn 2, clear to score. All right, 4 more for Happy Valley, and they're going to go ahead and call off the jam. Sweetie Ramon jamming again for Castle Rock, going up against Pain in the Nicky. Jammers trying to fight their way through on the outside edges. Sweetie Ramon forced to the inside. And Penny the Nikki edging up past Awesome Sauce, the lead jammer. Sweetie Ramon trying to work her way around. Shoots to the outside, comes up the inside. One defender left to get past. As she gets past Honey Gun, she is cleared to score. Debt Collector trying to stop Penny the Nikki there. Penny the Nikki gets through, picks up. Happy Valley continuing to be very effective getting out in front, getting that lead jammer. I don't believe Castle Rock's actually been able to get lead jammer a single time yet here in this first half. We've got Frantic back on the line for Castle Rock. Jamming up against Hypnotic Therapy again. Hypnotic Therapy very heavily featured in the rotation. The Happy Valley working, looks like a 3-jammer rotation here. Hypnotic Therapy trying to get past that 2-wall. Awesome Sauce and Love Struck. She does manage to get around the lead jammer. Happy Valley. And trying to push her way through. And she does make it. Another 4 and a call off. I thank Columbine Printing for the programs we have here for you tonight. They do our programs, posters, flyers, they can do for you. Wilcox Street, Suite 101. Millie Megahertz and Stoley Roller back in the line. Millie Megahertz shoots around the outside. Lead jammer, Millie Megahertz. And another call up there just before Stoley can make her way up into the pack. 0-0 on that jam. Nope, scored by either team. Scoreless jam we've had here, and we're already 14 minutes gone. Happy Valley currently 80, Castle Rock 0. Dane and the Nikki back on the line for Happy Valley. Sweetie Ramon for Castle Rock. And both jammers trying to fight their way through. It's going to be Happy Valley out in front first. Dane and the Nikki, lead jammer. Lickety Splat going to the penalty box. Did not see the call, but that's going to put the wrong side before 3. And Penny the Nikki gets through, picking up another 5 points. And quick hip whip there. Another 5 for Penny the Nikki. Right, no pack is called. No pack is when you don't have a group that has skaters from both teams in it. During a no pack situation, you have to let that jammer go. Failure to let her go will result in a penalty for you. And Penny the Nikki back in, gonna call it off, picks up 2. And Castle Rock gonna go and take a timeout. Timeout is sponsored by the Castle Rock Downtown Merchants Association. Castle Rock and Roll is a very proud partner of the DMA. The DMA works closely with other Castle Rock associations, such as the Downtown Development Authority, the Chamber of Commerce, the Castle Rock Economic Development Council, and the Town of Castle Rock to highlight local businesses and provide community activities for Castle Rock citizens. If you guys were there earlier today, we had the Ducky Derby going on. And since you're here, you're obviously not doing the Frozen deal that they're doing tonight. And really, I don't get the deal with Frozen. We really just need to let it go. Yeah, I make bad jokes from time to time. It's okay. Team timeouts only last 1 minute. In the event that we have an official timeout, those go as long as needed. Should be back in a second. So right now, 14:35 is all we have left on the clock. Happy Valley currently at 97. And they've had lead jammer status every single jam so far in this first half. But Castle Rock really needs to kind of shift gears, focus on getting their jammer through the board. It's been a one-sided bout offensively. As far as defense goes, both teams able to put up some decent walls. Castle Rock using a lot of 2 walls, Happy Valley more 3 and 4. But both teams doing a pretty good job defensively. Castle Rock just needs a slightly harder offensive focus, and that should get them back in the game. And as the timeout is ending, we got a little dance-off right over here. Dance-offs, everybody wins. Hypnotic Therapy and Stoli Roller. Timeout. We got another scrum start here. Castle Rock in the back, trying to hold that jammer line. All right, 5 seconds has been called. About to get underway here. All right, and we are off. Both jammers again trying to fight their way through. Nice strong defense from both teams. We get a little 3-skater pile up coming out of turn 1. Hypnotic Therapy getting a little tripped up. Stoli Roller looking for a way through. She got Ready Whips and Omega to get around. And Omega making her way back up to the front, forcing her out of bounds. And just look at that, Happy Valley. Lead jammer, very hard fought for this one though. Castle Rock doing a good job holding her back. St. Omega doing a great job controlling Stoli. Stoli Roller. Nice little spin there, she makes her way through. Hypnotic Therapy picking up 4. And she's gonna call off the jam. Happy Valley very effective in getting through, getting 2 passes, quickly calling off the jam before Castle Rock's jammer can get in position. And thus far with 101 points on the board, that plan has been working for quite well so far. Milli Megahertz back on the line for Happy Valley, per rusher for Castle Rock. And both jammers looking for a way through. Milli Megahertz breaks a hole and gets out in front. Lead jammer. And Happy Valley continuing to do a good job forcing Castle Rock's jammer out of bounds and then recycling her back to behind the pack. And that's going to be 5 for Milli Megahertz. Fairly slow moving pack here as we make our way around turn 3 coming into turn 4. All right, nice little apex jump there by Milli Megahertz. If you got the skills and the strength to do it and you can clear the landing, you can totally jump that little part in the middle. And pretty big hit, but she's back up out in front again. That's gonna be another 5. So this is a very physical game. That's why they wear pads. And we are skating on polished concrete, very hard, slippery surface. But we want to thank our EMTs for being here. We hope we don't need them, but if we do, we've got some great ones here tonight. Nice hit from Debt Collector. Except it was a forearm. Can't use those. Contact has to initiate above the elbow to avoid a penalty. And that's another 5 points for Millie Megahertz as she comes back around. Very slow moving pass. As Millie Megahertz gets through, it's going to be another 5. And that jam went the full 2 minutes. First 2-minute jam we've had this game so far. Sweetie Ramon back on the line for Castle Rock. Payne and the Nikki for Happy Valley. So the Happy Valley Derby Darlings just becoming full WFTDA members earlier this year. We saw them at the Mayhem Tournament. The Slaughterhouse Girls. Valley out in front again. The lead jam. That is Payne and the Nikki. Sweetie Ramon making quick work of the pack. And Payne and the Nikki gets through. And Silly Roller going to put on the star again for Castle Rock. Jamming against Hypnotic Therapy. A couple of big hits right off the bat. Both jammers trying to find their way around. And Silly taking a hard hit, but she's backed up quickly. And Hypnotic Therapy out in front, lead jammer. Frantic and Overlord there holding her back for quite a while. She's about a quarter of the track. And Stoli forced out of bounds again. Has to come back in behind the pack. Hypnotic Therapy picking up another 5. And now Hypnotic Therapy trying to deal with a 4-wall Castle Rock defense. And another 4 for Hypnotic Therapy. She's going to call it off. Got about 8.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Sweetie Ramon back on the line for Castle Rock. Millie Megahertz for Happy Valley. And Millie Megahertz doing a little hip whip, gets out around the lead jammer. Sweetie Ramon trying to get him one more to get past. Oh, Megahertz coming out of nowhere, forcing Sweetie out of bounds. Big hit there. Sweetie had a lot of momentum build up, then Omega comes across the track, sends her flying. That's going to be another 4 for Happy Valley. And Sweetie Marone fighting ready to get past Honeyguns. And she is out. All right, Millie Megahertz makes one more 4-point pass, calls off the jam. All right, for those of you in Parker, we'd like to thank our sponsors over there, Ripple Effect Therapy, located in 19501 East Main Street, Suite 200. It's a co-op of caring, independent, self-employed practitioners sharing a space in Parker. The studio provides a calm, healing environment for a variety of modalities, including aromatherapy, energy work, training, coaching, seminars, and workshops. And Happy Valley lead jammer again. Payne in the Nicky. Frantic jamming for Castle Rock. Slipknot going to the penalty box. Did not see what the call was. No, pack is called. Pack quickly reforms in the back. And Frantic bringing it away out in front, getting around Steel Magnolia. Payne and Nicky just barely dodging a hit from Debt Collector. Calls off the jam, picking up another 4. 6 minutes remaining. Happy Valley currently 154. Castle Rock still at 0. Hypnotic Therapy wearing the star again for Happy Valley. Still roller jamming again for Castle Rock. All right, and we are underway here. Both jammers trying to, again, fight their way through. Just shows you how good the defense is right now starting this off. Overlord and Tushi Mama in front for Castle Rock, trying to hold her back. And Hypnotic Therapy just barely beating out Stoli Roller, but Stoli shoots out in front of her. That's right, make some noise for her as they go around. The more noise you make, the faster they skate, the harder they hit. And that right there is Stoli Roller with a momentum shift. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Stoli not able to put any points on the board, but she was able to edge out in front. Force that call off. First time Castle Rock's been able to force a call off so far in this game. Frantic on the line for the Rock and Rollers. Milli Megahertz for Happy Valley. And Milli Megahertz out in front, lead jammer. And Overlord going to the penalty box. Castle Rock going to be down 3 on 4 for Castle Rock in the pack. And Tushimama trying to chase her down. You've only got 20 feet in front of or behind the pack to engage. That's called the engagement zone. You try and push it out past that 20 feet, you're asking for trouble. And then they make her shoots around the outside, picks up 5. Frantic forced out of bounds again, coming in 20 feet behind the pack. Shoots around the outside. Frantic now out in front, clear to score. All right, 4 more for Happy Valley, and they're going to go and call off the jam. Payne and the Nicky on the line for Happy Valley. Stoli Roller for Castle Rock. Stoli doing well in the last jam, forcing the call off. And we are underway here. Both jammers trying to find their way around. That's going to be Payne and the Nicky are on the outside, lead jammer. Happy Valley continuing their perfect streak of lead jammer statuses. Stoli Roller getting through. Awesome sauce to the front, trying to hold back Payne and Nicky, but she picks up another 4 and calls off the jam. Got 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. I'm going to do a short intermission, then we'll be back for a whole another 30 minutes after that. Meantime, we've got time for 1 or 2 more jams. Next, we're going to have Sweetie Ramon on the line for Castle Rock, Hypnotic Therapy for Happy Valley. And Sweetie Ramon, the quick juke to the outside, lead jammer, Sweetie Ramon. Give it up for Sweetie. Ramon now in control of this jam. Gets up in the middle pack, sees Hypnotic coming, calls up 2. All right, Sweetie Ramon. About 1 minute left to go here, so this is probably going to be our last jam of the half. Millimegahertz, Stoli Roller. Bank on that momentum shift at jam. And she has done it. Stoli Roller, lead jammer. And Millimegahertz going to the penalty box for a low block. That's going to give Stoli a power jam, and she just put up 4 points there. So she's got 30 seconds to do as much as she can. She's just got to get around to O negative. How to play, they got to let it go. 5-point grand slam, Stoli Roller. Trying to get around her ready whips. Now she's got a 2-all to deal with. Pushing past that 20 feet. Another 5 points for Stoli. And Stoli going to call it off the jam. And that is the end of the first half. And Castle Rock and Rollers, Nick Lovin says hello. We're going to take about 15 minutes here for our halftime, give our skaters and our referees a chance to rest up. Head over to the concession stand, get something to eat, get some beverages, go get some merchandise. If you like what you're seeing and you want to be a part of it, head over to the merchandise table. We are actively looking for recruits. We're looking for officials. We're looking for non-skating officials. If there's any way you want to get involved, you can. So late recovery for Castle Rock in the first half. 16 points on the board.
Somebody found a key. Somebody found that. And then tell people to come by their balls.
All right, what we're going to do during halftime, we've got some Velcro action going on here. Psycho's walking around with some balls. For $2 or for $1, you get 2 balls to throw to a referee. So if you think they missed a call, if you think they made a bad call, or if you just want to throw some balls at a referee for no good reason other than to just throw some balls at a referee, Psycho's coming around. $1 gets you 2 balls, guaranteed good time. Buy your balls now. All right, we'll be back just before the second half starts. Here, second half. Castle Rock and Rollers hosting the Happy Valley Derby Darlins. Happy Valley really dominating the first half. With the exception of the jams, Happy Valley had lead jammer status for every single jam up until those last two. Very effective at getting their jammer out, 1-2 quick passes and get it scoring position. So the last two jams though, Sweetie Ramon and Stoli Roller putting in a hard momentum shift. Sweetie getting through, picking up 2 points, the first 2 points for Castle Rock of the evening. And then Stoli Roller following through on the next jam, picking up 14. We've got about 2.5 minutes left here until the start of the second half. Just doing some quick visual equipment checks here. Happy Valley. Castle. But right now it's a story of getting your jammer out in front first. And Happy Valley, again, being very effective doing that. Castle Rock looking for that momentum shift that they had late in the second half. Hopefully they can start off this half getting their jammers out in front. Seen some decent defense coming out of both teams. A lot of 2 and 3 walls. Happy Valley making some solid 4 walls on a consistent basis. Really being effective at holding those jammers back. And we're looking at just under 2 minutes left now. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in to ColoradoSports.TV. My name is Rock to Mike. Again, it's the Castle Rock and Rollers in purple, hosting the Happy Valley Derby Darlins in pink. Coming to you from the Douglas County Event Center, right here in beautiful Castle Rock, Colorado. And Castle right now starting to make their way back to the track. I'd like to thank all our skating referees and our non-skating officials for being here tonight, volunteering their time. This is a pay-to-play sport. For the skaters, the referees, all completely volunteer. And we could not do this without them. On the list of people we couldn't do this without, we have to add in our EMTs, all our other volunteers, our photographers, and everyone else involved here tonight in making this game possible. I'd also like to thank you guys at home for watching. We're on the track. And that rolling whistle means it is time to start the second half. Megahertz, hit me up. I have it on Spotify. All right, starting off the second half. Millie Megahertz on the line for Happy Valley. Roller for Castle Rock. Awesome Sauce with a big hit, but it turned into a low. So Millie Megahertz going to be out in front, lead jammer. Awesome Sauce going to the penalty box. Cannot initiate a block below mid-thigh. Millie Megahertz gets through, picks up another 4. And now Debt Collector going to the box as well. Happy Valley now 4 on 2 in the pack. And Millie Megahertz going to call off the jam, picking up another 4. Valley, Sweetie Ramon for the rock and roller. Both jammers trying to find their way around. Both of them running into defense. Castle Rock, 2 blockers down. Doing a good job so far holding Hypnotic Therapy back. And Sweetie Marone makes her way on the outside. Lead jammer. But unfortunately, Sweetie Marone did a little bit of skating out of bounds. You cannot accelerate outside the tape. So right now, Happy Valley gonna be on a power jam. It's gonna be 5 for Hypnotic Therapy. Now when you go to the penalty box, if you were lead jammer, you actually end up losing lead jammer status when you come back out. So this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes, since no one will be able to call it off early now. Another 5 points for Hypnotic Therapy. And Sweetie Marone coming back in from the penalty box. 5 on 5 on the track. And Sweetie Ramone forced out of bounds, has to come back in behind. And forced to the inside, goes, says hi to the referees. There's a no pass, no penalty being handed to Sweetie. She tries to work her way up. Can't shoot the middle, shoots the outside, jumps back in. And Happy Valley trying to regain control in the front of the pack. Overlord doing a little bit of leapfrog action there. And it's like a cut penalty just before the jam was called off. Sweetie Ramone going back to the box again. So with Sweetie Ramone in the box, we're going to have a power jam start here for a Happy Valley. Pain in the Nicky on a power jam. Got a 3-wall Castle Rock defense trying to get her around. Shoots around the outside, lead jammer. Tushimama there on the outside trying to hold her back. Some fancy footwork there from Pain in the Nicky, shot her right around. And she comes up the inside. That's going to be good for 5. Sweetie Ramone coming out of the penalty box. Power jam is about to be over. No pack is called. Pack reforms in the front. Sweetie Ramone trying to work her way up from the back of the pack. Pain in the Nicky on her scoring run here. Gets through, picks up a few points. As Sweet Marone gets out in front of the pack. 4 more for Pain in the Nicky. Omega going to the penalty box now. Castle Rock going to be 4 on 3 in the pack, starting up this next jam. Stoli Roller for Castle Rock, going to be jamming against Millimeter Hertz. And Castle Rock currently 4 pack advantage. All right, scrum start, and we are underway. Millimakers tries to shoot the outside line, gets forced out of bounds, but she cuts through the inside. Lead jammer. Slowly working hard to get out in front. All right, she gets out. All right, gonna be a quick call off there. 0 points scored for either team. Put on these Happy Valley cameras. More than just putting a few more points on the board. They're just be getting out in front faster. All right, for Happy Valley. All right, Bull Jammers trying to find their way through. Three-wall Castle Rock trying to hold her back. And Deck Collector trying to help peer pressure get around. Well, 3 skater pile up coming into turn 1. Hypnotic Therapy, the lead jammer. Our peer pressure trying to fight her way through a 4-wall. Down to 3, got 2 left to get past. Hypnotic Therapy got a 4-wall in back. Castle Rock doing a good job holding her. Now it's down to 2 for each jammer trying to get around. Deck Collector doing a good job holding her. And peer pressure breaks through. 4 more for Hypnotic Therapy. Bull Jammers neck and neck as they work their way around. Hypnotic Therapy going to call it off before, and there it is. And Hypnotic calling off the jam before any more points can be scored. 22 minutes left to play. Happy Valley currently up 220, Castle Rock 20. So 200-point deficit right now. Tushi Mama putting on the star for Castle Rock. Jamming against Pain in the Nicky for Happy Valley. This is Tushi Mama's first time jamming tonight. And Pain in the Nicky around the outside, lead jammer. Tushi Mama trying to get past the defender in the back of the pack, works her way up into the middle. It gets a little tripped up on the inside. Pain in the Nicky shoots her on the outside, 5-point grand slam. And Tushi Mama taking a hard hit there coming into turn 3. Tushi Mama forced out of bounds, but back up and in. And Tushi Mama getting through. And Pain in the Nicky calling off the jam after picking up another 4. I'd like to thank Sweet Georgia Brown's Apothecary, natural remedies for home health and beauty. They've got essential oils, coconut lotions, and lip balm. So for all your natural remedy needs, check out Sweet Georgia Brown's Apothecary. Back in the line, we've got Stoli Roller for Castle Rock, Milli Megahertz for Happy Valley. And Milli Megahertz zigzagging her way around, lead jammer. Stoli trying to get past O-Negative. And O-Negative doing a good job forcing Stoli out right there at the end. Ooh, that's an out-of-play block being assessed to her. So both jammers through. And Happy Valley going to call off the jam. No points scored on that pass for either team. I'd like to thank our photographers for being here tonight, getting all these great action shots in. Skaters do it good on the track, but it's the photographers who make it live forever. All right, Slipknot put on the star for the first time tonight, jamming against Hypnocotherapy. And Slip putting some big hits in as she tries to make her way around. As we Hypnocotherapy out in front, lead jammer. And Slipknot getting through. About a quarter of a lap behind her. Hypnocotherapy coming up for her scoring pass here. 1, 2, 3. And she's only picking up 3. 3 points on that pass for Hypnocotherapy. Payne and the Nikki going to be jamming again for Happy Valley. Stoley Roller with the star for Castle Rock. Another little impromptu jam session on the jammer line. Another scrum start here. This time Happy Valley on the back of the line. And Payne and the Nikki shoots around. Lead jammer. Honeygun's an awesome sauce. Getting a little tripped up on the inside line coming around turn 1. Stoley Roller makes her way through. And Payne and the Nikki go to call off the jam with Stoley about a half a lap away from scoring position. So Happy Valley not taking any chances here, getting through, calling it off quickly. Millie Megahertz back on the line for Happy Valley. Sweetie Ramone putting on the star for Castle Rock. And Castle Rock calling a timeout just before the jam starts. Dickinson Chiropractic. I'd like to thank Dr. Dickinson for straightening all our ladies out after they take all these hard hits here tonight. It's a rough game, but with a great chiropractor like Dr. Dickinson, we're able to keep on going, doing what we do for you guys to enjoy. They've recently moved office locations. They're now 140 South Wilcox Street, unit number D. Call 303-688-2300 to schedule your appointment today. So Happy Valley still doing a good job holding that lead jammer status. Castle able to do it a couple of times here, but only putting another 4 points on the board so far in the second half. 17:27 left to play. Score currently Happy Valley 241, Castle Rock 20. Happy Valley in pink, Castle Rock in purple for those of you watching at home. Again, you are watching on ColoradoSports.TV, your source for all the best sports reporting in the state of Colorado. All right, timeout is over. Back to the action on the track. Sweetie Ramone for Castle Rock, Millie Megahertz for Happy Valley. All right, we are underway. Both jammers trying to find their way through. Both take the inside line. Both get forced back into the middle of the pack. Millie Megahertz trying to get through, and it's Millie Megahertz on the inside line. Lead jammer. Sweetie Marone forced into the infield, has to drop back. Able to come in very close to the pack, though. That's going to help her out quite a bit here. And Millie Megahertz gets through, picks up 5. Sweetie Marone trying to work her way through. 2 more blockers to get past. She's got 1 left to deal with. And Sweetie Marone is through. That was Olivia Wildchild with the stop. Another 4 points for Happy Valley, and jam is called. Looks like Happy Valley going to change up the jammer rotation a little bit here. We got Slipknot back on the line for Castle Rock, going up against Wham Bam Julianne. And that is quite the height discrepancy. And both jammers trying to find their way around. A couple big hits here as these jammers try and make their own ways around. Slipknot recycled back. Wham Bam Julianne, we're forced to the outside. Some nice bridging action here by Honeyguns, keeping everybody in play, but it's Slipknot out in front, lead jammer. Overlord dropping back. Holding Wham Bam Julianne back behind the pack. Slipknot trying to get through. Got to get around Payne and the Nikki. All right. Slipknot is through. That's good for 5. 5-point grand slam. All right, both jammers now cleared to score. Wham Bam Julianne coming up in a scoring run. Slipknot calling off the jam, picks up 3, but 2 for Wham Bam Julianne. Good job there by Slipknot calling it off. Called off just about a half a second too late. But still overall, that jam in favor of Castle Rock. And the next jam, we've got Stoli Roller on the line, going up against Hypnocotherapy. And both jammers take different. Stoli Roller out in front, lead jammer. And Hypnocotherapy out. Stoli got about a third of a lap lead at this point. Happy Valley trying to get control of the front of the pack. Frantic. Held out in front, but she got forced out. And Stoli quickly calling out the jam. She's picking up 3 and holding Happy Valley to 0 on that jam. Great jammer awareness there by Stoli Roller. Seeing Hypnocotherapy come up on the back of the pack, calling off the jam before she had a chance to score. Same strategy that Happy Valley has been very effective with all night. Next up on the line, Sweetie Ramone and Millie Megahertz. Pack started off just in front of the jammer line, so still a scrum start, but not quite on the line. Sweetie Ramone knocked down. And Sweetie picking up a cutting the track penalty to make this a power jam for Millie Megahertz. And Ready Whip's going to the box, so Castle Rock slight blocking advantage right now. Millie Megahertz gets through, picks up another 5. Seeing the passive offense here is Happy Valley doing what they can to hold the pack steady. Big hit there from Awesome Sauce, forcing her out of bounds. And she is through. That's going to be good for 5. And unfortunately, Awesome Sauce also going out of bounds on that hit. And Sweetie Ramone coming back in from the penalty box. Power jam is over. Ready Whip's also coming back in, so we're going to be back to 5-on-5 on the track. Millie Megahertz getting around, picks up another 5. And another cutting penalty for Sweetie Ramone. For the second time in this jam, Happy Valley's going to have a power jam as Millie Megahertz picks up another 5. Happy Valley continuing with the passive offense here. Castle Rock making a 4-wall at the front of the pack, trying to hold her in. And she gets around Lovestruck, and she's through. That's good for another 5. Pack at a standstill coming into turn 3. Sweet and Maroon standing in the box, getting ready to come out. And making her way back onto the track. Power Jam officially over. And just like that, we are out of time. 4 more for Milli Megahertz in Happy Valley. Just under 11.5 minutes left to play. And that means it's time for me to tell you about the after party. Once we are done playing here, we'll be heading over to the Hideaway, located at 600 Jerry Street. I believe we got drink specials. I think they're doing some kind of deal with the appetizers as well. So come on out, have a beverage with us. Again, that's the after party at the Hideaway. Stolly Roller and Pain in the Nicky jamming on the line. And it's going to be Pain in the Nicky out in front. Lee Jammer, Happy Valley. Stolly Roller now getting assessed a cutting penalty. That is 3 power jams in the last 2 jams. And Pain in the Nicky going to go ahead and call it off. She's just doing her own thing. You know, bench coach plan. Jammer doesn't always listen. Happens. So we're going to have hip knock therapy starting off in a power jam. All right, another scrum start. Happy Valley in the back. All right, Castle with a 3-wall in the front. 2-wall forces her into the infield. Coming back in all the way behind the pack. Polished concrete is very slippery. Hip knock therapy out in front. Lee Jammer. Stolly Roller standing, coming in from the penalty box now. Is in right in front of Hip knock therapy. Hip knock therapy having to check herself a little bit. Thought she had a clean shot lined up, but Stolly coming in kind of changed her direction a little bit. Tushi Mama doing a good job holding up at the front of the pack. Hip knock therapy getting through. That's 5 more. Stolly Roller coming around the outside. Has to get past a 3-wall. Now it's down to 2. She's past Honey Gun. She's past Ready Whips. Stolly Roller through the pack. 4 more for Hip knock therapy. And she's going to call off the jam. Score currently sitting Happy Valley 295. Castle Rock 31. Play. Milli Megahertz back on the line for Happy Valley. Slipknot on the line for Castle Rock. Alright, so we got another no pack situation there. Once no pack is called, it is the responsibility of every skater on both teams to quickly try and reform the pack. Failure to do so gets you a failure to reform penalty. And we've got Milli Megahertz, Lee Jammer. Slipknot working her way around the outside. Has to get Olivia Wildchild. And Slipknot is through. And Milli Megahertz picking up another 4, calls off the jam. A tried and true strategy. Get through. 1 scoring pass, call off the jam. Happy Valley calling it off a little faster than in most leagues I've seen. Usually they'll wait till the other jammer is at least close to scoring position before calling it off. And Happy Valley not taking any chances, though, calling it off very quickly after getting that initial scoring pass through. Frantic on the line for the Rock and Rollers. Pain in the Nicky for Happy Valley. Nice hit from Awesome Sauce, forcing her into the infield, but she goes in as well. So Pain in the Nicky able to come in back in front of her without incurring any penalties. And Frantic getting a forearm penalty. Again, contact must initiate above the elbow. And Pain in the Nicky picking up another 5. And Happy Valley on yet another power jam. Guess we're really going to have to step up their defense. Awesome Sauce been putting some good hits on. The Pain in the Nicky gets through. That's going to be another 5. 4-on-4 in the pack. 2 all we've got left to hold Pain in the Nicky. She gets around Debt Collector. That's going to be good for another 5. Frantic coming out of the penalty box, about a quarter lap behind now. Pain in the Nicky on her next scoring run. And Pain in the Nicky calling it off. Picks up 1 and 0 for Frantic on that pass, unfortunately. All right, Castle Rock has called another timeout. And this timeout could be brought to you by you. We are looking for new sponsors. If you would like to sponsor the Castle Rock and Rollers, head on over to the merchandise table. They will take down all your information, and then they will make me talk about it. If you'd like to play a roller derby, not just the adults, we do have a juniors program. We were recruiting for a juniors league. So if you've got a daughter who's between the ages of 6 and 17, and you'd like to see her involved in a team sport that focuses on all sorts of things, like working together as a team, building each other up, this is the place to do it. And again, we've got all that there as well. All right, still currently in a team timeout, but the referees have huddled up in the middle. This could turn into an official timeout. And it looks like there are no official issues, so we're going to go ahead and continue right on in. All right, timeout is over. Still a roller, back on the line. Millimegahertz jamming again for Happy Valley. Pack currently occupying the pivot line. For those of you who have been following the sport for a few years, you remember the pivot line, that funky line up 30 feet ahead that no one uses anymore? Well, they're using it now. And Happy Valley out in front, leading Megahertz. Still trying to get around the outside. Overlord. Quick whip around the outside. Millie Megahertz picks up 4. Damn. Still picking up nothing. In order to get an opposing blocker past the center line of their hips. So if you don't make it past, you're right up next to them, but you just got that one last inch to make. Fine. Time learning what they do. We appreciate every minute they spend with us. Castle Rock, negative J for Happy Valley. Box. Jam is over. That's 4 points for O negative. Just under 4.5 minutes left to play. 3:20. 31. 0 timeout. Break momentum here, so if they use one of their official reviews. And Sweetie Marone on the line for Castle Rock. Pain in the Nicky for Happy Valley. Peer pressure doing a good job there at the front, holding her back. But it's Happy Valley through Lee Jammer. A little pile up there coming around turn 1. And Penny the Nicky picking up another 5. Sweetie Ramon trying to get around Breaker. All right, Gambit trying to drop back behind the pack to force that cutting penalty on Sweetie Ramon. Go past that 20 feet behind the pack, otherwise you're no longer in play, and therefore you don't count for that penalty. Big scoring pass. All right, Slipknot peer pressure doing a good job holding the front, but 5 more, and Payne, you can go ahead and call it off. Just under 2.5 minutes left here as we wrap things up. Stoley Roller jamming it out again for Castle Rock. Olivia Wildchild for Happy Valley. That pack kind of split out here as the jam started. Neither Jeremy having an easy time getting through. Both jammers trying to find a way around. Olivia Wildchild shooting up the inside, still going out. And Olivia Wildchild changing directions, goes around the outside. Lead jammer. Stoley Roller shoots up the inside. There's a big old hip on her, just shrugged it right off, sending Millie Megahertz to the floor. And 2 more on the board for Happy Valley, and that jam is over. Got just over a minute left to play. This could be the last jam of the evening. Hypnotic Therapy for Happy Valley. Awesome Sauce for the Rockin' Rollers. Now is the time to make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Jack. That'd be Awesome Sauce's husband up there in the middle. Happy Valley currently 3-on-2 pack advantage. Awesome Sauce forced the inside, almost able to stay in, but she gets forced into the infield, has to come back in behind. And Hypnotic Therapy calling off the jam. Picks up 5 more. And that appears to be it. Unofficially. We may have one more, we may not. I'm not entirely sure. That's what we have our jam timer in the middle for. Apparently we had just a little bit of time left. Happy Valley able to call a timeout and stop the clock. We've got 1 more jam. All right, as we got Brett on the line for Happy Valley. Jamming against Overlord for the Rockin' Rollers. And not that it has anything to do with the game here, but if you listen to the music overhead, this song is all about donuts. And the many different varieties they come in. It's a fantastic song. All right, Overlord and Breaker on the line in the final jam of the evening. And it is Breaker out in front, lead jammer. Overlord trying to get through. Got a solid 3-wall of Happy Valley defense down to 2. She's past Omega, 1 less to get by. And Overlord is through. And Breaker goes off the jam. Unofficially, that is it. There's the official ending whistle. Now just take a minute here. Jam refs will come over, verify scores. But unofficially, Happy Valley 349, Castle Rock 31. And as we're getting everything verified, make your way down to the edge of the track. We will have some victory lap action going on here in just a second. So come on down and get your high five on as Happy Valley takes their victory lap. So Happy Valley definitely controlling this game from start to finish. Just a matter of getting their jammer out quickly, getting 1 or 2 scoring runs and calling off the jam. Defensively, they did a great job holding Castle Rock's jammer all night long, and that's the key to this big victory they had here tonight. All right, don't go anywhere, people. Give it up for Castle Rock, the Rock and Rollers' greatest hits. They gave it everything they had all night long. These ladies do not know the meaning of the word quit. Okay, ladies, the game is over. Quit blocking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here in the event center. Make your way over to the hideaway for the after party. My name is Rock to Mike. Thank you for coming out. All right. I know you guys watch on ColoradoSports.TV. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have the archive up here shortly. In case you have anybody who missed it, tell them to go check out the archives. Hi, internets. And I'm Rock to Mike. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on ColoradoSports.TV.